Alright, this week we're going to discuss the Taylor knockout formula as compared to the formula for foot-pounds. Now this is the formula that the factory uses. Velocity times bullet weight divided by 450,240, that's a constant number. I don't know where it came from, but it doesn't matter. If you figure this formula, you will come out with these foot-pounds for the different rounds, and if you look at the factory ballistics, they're identical. This is your formula for foot-pounds. Now, what's interesting to me, Taylor's knockout formula, this was John Taylor. He was a big game hunter and poacher of Irish descent in Africa. He hunted a lot of big game. He came up with this formula. This is called the Taylor knockout, or TKO formula. Now this is a brute force formula. All this takes into consideration is the brute force of the projectile. This does not take into consideration hydrostatic shock, secondary bone fragments, and things like that. So you get up here with your 25 ACP, you got a knockout of 1.52. Going down the line here, your 22 is a little more. That's figuring out pretty good. Your 45. You get down here to a 10 gauge waxer, number 6 shot, 986 grains, has almost the identical stopping power of a 600 nitro at the muzzle. It's almost identical. That's too close to call. A 700 nitro throws a 1,000 grain bullet at 2,000 feet per second for a Taylor knockout of 200.
That is a smoking load right there.
That's a smoking load right there. Now we get back over here to the foot-pounds. The 10 gauge waxer, 3,704. 600 nitro is almost double that on the foot-pound scale. But on the Taylor knockout, he takes into consideration the diameter of the bullet. And that's what adds a lot to it. Now why does he divide by 7,000? There's 7,000 grains of lead in a pound. So he came up with this formula. Now what was real interesting, I was looking on the internet the other day, the most powerful sporting rifle in the world is a 950 JDJ, J.D. Jones. This throws a 3,600 grain bullet at 2,200 feet per second.
I mean, what is that for hunting Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yes, it is 7.5 times the foot-pounds of a 600 nitro. God. Okay, the rifle weighs 105 pounds. There's only 3 of them in the world. I don't think there's going to be any more. This yields 38,865 foot-pounds. That's a lot of horsepower there. Now, on the Taylor scale, this is what's really amazing. You got the 950 JDJ throwing that big of a bullet. You got a TKO of 1,075. I mean, this is incredible. This is something that is off the scale. Now, if you look on the internet, you can see some people shooting this gun. They're shooting it off a bench, and they handle it pretty well. But the rifle weighs over 100 pounds, and they say only 12 people in the world have ever shot one. So this Taylor scale here, though, I found in real life, like with this 10 gauge waxer, he's pretty damn close. I mean, when Eric is shooting that 10 gauge waxer at that steel plate, it's laying that sucker horizontal. That's a lot of smackdown. We're going to call this from now on the Taylor smackdown equation, because that's what all this is based on, is smackdown.
And what we'll do in a future video, in honor of Taylor, in honor of John Taylor, in a future video, we'll take some 10 gauge waxers out and slugs, and we're just going to lay waste to some stuff.
Right. We just smack down stuff. Cut down trees, blow up 35-gallon trash cans or whatever you want to do. But John Taylor formula here was the standard by which now he used the big guns, 600 nitros, but he said the 375 H&H Magnum was the most deadly rifle on earth at that time. He said he killed everything with it. This guy hunted for many, many years, killed thousands of elephants. He was a poacher as well. He had a lot of experience behind him with guns and ammunition, and he was just a remarkable man. But this formula right here has always fascinated me ever since I learned how to use it. And if you figure it with normal rounds, it's about right. A 25 ACP, a 22, But this right here, you're getting up in the realm of the twilight zone here. This is way off the meter. This is way off the meter. And by the way, 950 JDJ rounds are made from shortened 20 millimeter shells. The bullet weighs over half a pound. And if you look at the video on the internet of these guys shooting it, look up JDJ rifle, and you will see the shells are enormous. And it's a fascinating video to watch. But we thought we'd throw in some scientific stuff for you this time, and I hope you use this formula if you want to figure out if you're a hand loader or whatever. You can figure this, and you can figure your foot pounds and so on and so forth.
So formula for foot pounds: velocity times bullet weight divided by 450 240, and you get basically velocity squared.
You will get this.
You get the constant number, which becomes your formula for your foot pounds of energy. Taylor knockout formula: weight of the projectile times its speed, feet per second, times the diameter of the projectile, and then divided by 7,000.
Got it.
And that gives you basically a figure. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
I would like to see how the Taylor knockout compares to cartridges like 30-06, 8mm Mauser, 7mm, stuff like that.
We're going to do that, and we're going to be doing some more videos on this. And I just want to tell everybody that Eric and I appreciate everybody. We had 2 people coming here from out of state today. Whenever they pass through Georgia and they're near us, they go out of their way to come see us, and it warms our heart. Subscribers mean more to us than anything, and we just appreciate y'all. And every time anybody calls us, we love it. I mean, it makes my day when a subscriber calls and said, "Barry, I love what you and Eric are doing, and y'all keep up the good work." So we're going to sign off for this week, and everybody have a good evening, and good luck to everybody.